esposo, hijo, que te aguantes. Muy buenas a todos y bienvenidos una vez más a mi canal. Estamos aquí otra vez en Mass Effect 2, episodio número 18, si no creo recordar. Sí, más o menos sí. Así que seguimos con nuestras misiones. En el episodio anterior estuvimos ayudando a Jack, que tenía algo pendiente con Cerberus, sobre todo con su antigua instalación. La verdad es que sin saber muy bien cómo se ha conseguido unir aquí con nosotros siendo de Cerberus, porque la verdad es que se lo pusieron bastante complicado cuando era pequeña. Así que vamos a proseguir. Nos llegó un mensaje de Tuchanka, del chamán con el que estuvimos hablando allí cuando fuimos a hacer el rito de madurez de Grunt, en el que tienen algún que otro problema. Así que es una misión, una tarea secundaria que tenemos que hacer también probablemente en algún que otro episodio futuro. Así que de momento vamos a hacer todas las misiones, como dije en el episodio anterior, de algún personaje, o sea, refiriéndose a lo de ayudar a Jacob o a Tali, o cuando lleguemos a Ilum. Y después ya haremos todo lo que son todas las tareas secundarias que me importan un poquito menos, digamos. Así que igual que la de Ascuas, que también es secundaria. Así que vamos a ayudar ahora a Jacob, que para recordar un poquito, Jacob está buscando algo relacionado con su padre, que hacía bastante tiempo que no se ha hablado con su padre, pero resulta que había pasado algo, que estaba preocupado Jacob, y entonces quería que fuéramos a pasar por donde él se supone que estaba, a ver qué ha sido lo que le ha ocurrido. Así que veamos a ver qué pasa. 2175, ahí ya. Sí, ya, gracias. Bueno, aquí parece que hay algo. Y ya de paso elemento cero también. Vale, me está diciendo que el elemento cero hemos conseguido para mejorar las habilidades bióticas o algo así. Vale, un poquito de platino. Vale. Vamos a ir directamente a la anomalía, a ver qué es lo que ocurre. Parece que es una baliza de ayuda o algo así. Ya veremos a ver. Y ahora me llevaré a Miranda y a Jacob, que parece ser que son los que mejor se llevan. De hecho, los primeros compañeros que tienes aquí en el Mass Effect 2 son Miranda y Cerberus, son los que primeros conoces, realmente. Apariencia de Jack. Bastante mejor, Vale, pues ya tenemos casi todos más o menos leales. Falta Jacob, Miranda, Tali y un personaje que todavía no sabemos quién es. Bueno, dos personajes que todavía no sabemos quiénes son. Vamos a mejorarnos el disparo de conmoción, que de hecho en el episodio anterior no lo utilizamos, no lo llegamos a utilizar porque creo que también corté la parte en la que me subí los puntos, pero bueno, estuvimos ahí consiguiendo un poquito de habilidades también. Pero vamos, que nada nuevo realmente. Qué bonito el planeta este, La música, ¡fua! Bonito planeta, la verdad. Muy parecido a la Tierra, parece ser, ¿o qué? Vale. Pues vayamos por ahí.
There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years.
Joder, pedazo de nave, chaval. ¿Esa es la que es yo?
Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
Es posible.
Along with us anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them.
¿Cómo?
For 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
Lol.
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible
Una
with
IA.
human...
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days,
8 años.
7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted by acting captain Ronald Taylor.
That's
El
not
padre.
right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols.
¿Qué?
Who's in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor
Claro.
promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo
Vamos, que se pegó.
Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours. Following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo
estaba activado
Gernsback,
desde-
activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
Come on, let's get going.
Let's check the ship. My father had the beacon for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
Avoiding it for a decade seems unlikely.
Desde luego.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still
Okay.
has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
What are you talking about? You're not making sense.
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them. So they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will...
Watch out!
Oh, lo veía venir ya.
They won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
Couple ahead.
Joder. Macho, Separ, te metes en cada lío, tío. ¿Han tirado a Jacob? Joder.
That wasn't neural.
You killed them, but there are more every day. They want to fight, but I just want to go home.
She's lost. We need to find someone who can make sense of this.
Sí. Porque madre mía. Esta textura, oh Dios mío.
Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure. Is that a settlement? They better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
Hay una tía ahí atrás y exactamente igual que la que habíamos visto.
They're clearly docile, but in the same uniform remnants as those who attacked us.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently. Makes males get violent?
Possibly. But the woman on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
Sí, tú también tienes la misma cara de la superviviente de la playa.
Decay. You are cursed with his face.
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his crew to eat toxic food? Whatever's happening here needs to stop. Look at these spoiled food stores. They've been eating only that toxic local food for who knows how long. Like that wasn't obvious enough.
He has a cruel face. His cruel face.
I can't talk to you. I don't want Panic.
Go away. You are like him. You will keep us here.
What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship.
The hunters will kill you. They fight because he exiled them and waited too long.
¿Qué demonios está liando aquí?
Incoming!
What?
Patrols like that are a little much against this bunch.
Well, that would make me...
Please, here. You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
He wasn't command material and it got to him. Couldn't keep the crew in line without violence.
It didn't stop there. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Do you see an explanation for this? He's your father.
Is he? None of this fits. Maybe the initial decision, but the rest? Abuse of power doesn't get any clearer than this. I need to find this man.
Ya ves. Un mecha. Vale. Vámonos de aquí.
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free.
The old corpse has been posed, like a warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
The hunters started fighting back.
Make activity.
A ver, Shepard, ¿dónde te estás cubriendo, tío?
I've got him.
¿Qué cojones? Por aquí no parece que haya nada útil. ¿De dónde están disparando?
Charge him up.
¿Pistola pesada?
This might be...
He goes.
Requesting assistance. System failed. Requesting assistance.
I had to keep them busy. Distracted, but it's getting
had his fun. Now he wants out. Son of a
Sí, Jacob, sí. Te doy con una escopeta, hijo mío.
throwing people away. This thing is not my father.
Hostile combat drone! Enemies in front!
Pero lo está utilizando todos como si fueran... Tío, un mecha de los tochos. Vale. Vámonos para atrás. Bien, me lo he tirado a mí mismo porque soy retrasado.
No. With the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him.
Perfecto. Me he cargado a todos. Un tiro bien dado. Sinceramente. Quitando que me había muerto antes. Ahí está.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads.
Yo no tengo que
I'll
hablar.
get you something nice when we get back to Alliance Base. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you're acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No. Not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hoped to leave it at that.
I'm not unreasonable, Captain, but 10 years? What happened?
God damn it! Why did you do this to your crew?
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
We can help these people. Cerberus can have ships here in days and pull everyone out.
He's not worth the fuel to haul him out or the air he's breathing. He's damn lucky I don't think he's even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
We'll secure him for an Alliance court. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
I'm 10 years past believing that.
Joder, chaval. Esperando buscar a tu padre. Porque estaba en peligro y resultar que... se la ha liado parda, así básicamente.
Alliance ships are inbound to secure Captain Taylor and his crew, Commander. We'll be long gone by the time they get here.
Don't even give him the taillights.
Roger that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Nothing goes through this ship, my ship, without a report to you.
I had no more reason to believe Jacob's father was alive than he did, but I'm happy to know the situation is behind you.
Fine. You didn't forward it. So who did?
I did.
Okay.
Figures. Who else could get into Cerberus channels?
It was hardly classified, just obscure. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
Hombre, lo había hecho con buena intención.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor can rot in prison. Doesn't change who I am or what I know. I've already mourned the man he used to be. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
Come on. We've got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard. Thanks for the help.
Anytime, Jacob.
Vale. Bueno, pues un problema menos. La verdad que me tenía bastante preocupado a Jacob y no ha sido para menos, sinceramente. Vale. A ver, Kelly, ¿alguna sorpresita? Vale, nada más. Podría ocurrirte a ti. Un drill que iba a morir por síndrome de Kepral y hacía un océano y tuvo un sueño. ¿Qué? Tío, es el típico mensaje este que dice: pásalo a todo el mundo. Inteligencia de Cerberus. Contacto contigo por indicación del hombre usuario. Creo que te interesa saber que él ordenó el cierre del proyecto de Sujeto Cero antes de que estallase un motín. Cuando el personal de Cerberus llegó, todos los guardias estaban muertos, así como la mayoría de los sujetos. Se trataron las heridas de los niños supervivientes, se administraron tratamientos amnésicos suaves y fueron entregados en las instalaciones de la Alianza como supervivientes de los ataques de los esclavistas. Unos pocos médicos supervivientes fueron retirados por la fuerza por su papel en el proyecto. Basándose en tu informe, las instalaciones de Prague han sido destruidas. Pues sí, hijo, sí. O sea que el hombre usuario fue el que retiró las funciones de la instalación, pero había sido él originalmente el que había hecho la instalación, creo yo, vamos. No tengo ni idea. Pero bueno, así que nada, aquí vamos a acabar este episodio, que ha estado bastante interesante también, para conocer un poquito del pasado de Jacob y también hacerle también leal a la causa, por así decirlo. Así que nada, con tal de tener a toda la tripulación contenta, mejor que mejor. Así que próximamente iremos a salvar la reputación de Tali con su problema con la flota nómada. Y nos vemos en el siguiente capítulo. Así que nada, un saludo, darle like, favoritos, compartirlo y hasta luego. Adiós.